We resume proceedings.
We can try and get this one.
Thank you. You may announce your representation.
Legal counsel and Mr. Fatima Zeki.
Okay. She represents Mohammed Bazi. And
Mr. Quran. You can read after me, sir. I swear by the Almighty Allah.
I swear by the Almighty Allah.
That the evidence I shall give to this commission.
That the evidence I shall give to this commission.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me Allah.
So help me Allah.
You can wait for further instructions, sir.
Could you kindly state your names?
My name is Baba Fatajo.
Where do you live?
I live at Sukuta Nema.
You are the managing director of NAWEC?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been managing director?
Since March 2017.
Please sit down.
Thank you.
How long have you worked for NAWEC?
Since August 1993 up to November 2013. Then I was dismissed, and then I was with the private sector until 2017 when I was reinstated and appointed as managing director.
Okay. Could you tell us what positions you held between 1994 and 2013 when you were dismissed?
Yeah, when I was appointed as an electrical engineer working with the transmission and distribution department of MSG. Then in 1995, I was moved to the provincial services as a regional engineer. And then sometime I was there, and then also I was involved in the rural electrification project, and eventually from the feasibility study all the way to the implementation. And then sometime in 1999, I was moved to power generation, and then I rose through the ranks up to director in 2008, responsible for power generation, transmission and distribution, and provincial services. Then sometime in 2010, there was a restructuring. Then I became power generation director until 2013, when I was relieved of my service.
In 2001, specifically, what position did you hold?
In 2001, I was the provincial services engineer, but then I was also acting as the generation manager.
Generation manager for NAWEC?
For NAWEC, yes.
Could you describe to the Commission or inform the Commission on the generators that NAWEC has from 2000 to date? Just give us a rundown. Do you have a list?
Yes, I have a list.
If you have an independent list, we will take it from you. And who provided them? Are you in a position to tell us?
Yes, I can tell because
Yes.
I know.
Yes. From 2000 to date,
from
the
2000
generators that we have and who provided them?
In 2000, 2001, we had a contract with Global Trading Group for the provision of 18 megawatts in units of 6 megawatts. And the project was in 2 phases. The first phase was 6 megawatts, and that is what we call generator number 4 at Kotu. And then the second phase comprised of 2 units of 6 megawatts. We call them generator numbers 7 and 8.
Where are they located?
They are located at Kotu Power Station.
Okay.
Then, sometime in 2005, there was a power purchase agreement between NAWEC and Global Trading Group for the setting up of a power plant at Brikama, and there was a power purchase agreement where they generate and sell to NAWEC. The agreed output of that power station was 22 megawatts guaranteed. So basically, from there, we had a project funded by the Islamic Development Bank.
Let me understand. The 2005 IPP,
Yeah.
the generators, when they were installed, belonged to GTG.
GTG, yes.
Okay, that is Global Trading.
Group. Global
GTG.
Trading Group, yes.
Yes, Global Trading Group. Was it Global Trading Group or Global GEG, Global Electric?
No, Global Trading Group is, the contract was between Global Trading Group, because the Global Trading Group is a company registered in Belgium. So according to the terms of contract, they were supposed to have a subsidiary company registered in the Gambia that was supposed to be responsible for the operation and maintenance of that plant. So from there, that was how the Global Electrical Group was incorporated.
Okay. So the plant belonged to Global Trading Group. That's what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
The generators, how many generators were provided in order to, or how many generators did they have in order to generate 22 megawatts?
They had 4 generators. We call them generator number 1, Brikama, 2, 3, and 4.
All right. We can move on, yes.
Yes, then sometime in 2009, NAWEC got a loan and a lease facility from the Islamic Development Bank for installation of a power plant in Brikama. Initially, it was envisaged that we were going to have a 30 megawatts power plant. But because of the envelope from the bank, we could not secure the amount that was needed for that 30 megawatts. So it was restructured to implement that project into phases. So the first phase was implemented in from 2010-2011. Then around that time also, there was a contract awarded to GTG for the provision of additional 2 generators to NAWEC.
Okay, before we come to the contract of GTG, this phase 1, which was, you said...
was a 9 megawatts plant.
9 megawatts.
Yes.
Installed where?
At Brikama, adjacent to the IPP.
Okay. What is the number? Did you give it a number?
No, we just call it Wärtsilä engine.
Wärtsilä?
Yes.
Okay. Then tell us about the contract with GTG.
Yeah, there was a contract with GTG for the provision of 2 additional generators on behalf of NAWEC. There was a contract between NAWEC and GTG, and the source of funding came from the Social Security.
Were these generators provided?
The generators were provided, and they were actually installed at the IPP.
Were they given numbers?
Pardon?
Do they have numbers?
Yes, we call them generator number 5 and number 6.
Brikama?
Brikama, yes.
All right. This was around 2009.
Yeah, this was around 2009,
What
but
was
we had problems because the way and manner it was done, it attracted some additional funding, which also had to be worked out. So it took some time before the completion of the implementation of that project, I was relieved of my duties.
You said you were relieved of your duties in 2013.
There were?
2013.
Yes.
So are you saying between 2009 to 2013, the installation of this plant, these two generating sets, was not completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll come to the details, but when were they paid for, these two generating sets? And why did it take, maybe we'll finish the, Mr. Fatajo, we'll do this. Let's finish the list of generators. You understand?
Yeah,
Let's complete the list. You were relieved of your duties in 2013.
Yes, from 2013 to date, the projects that we have are now under implementation. They are not commissioned yet.
So you are saying from 2013 to date, we don't have any new generating set that is operational?
No.
All right. All right, tell us about the generating sets that are being installed at the moment. Who is providing them?
At the moment, we have two projects. The one...
and could you do them in
yes.
order of...
yes. We have one at Kotu, we call it Kotu Expansion Project. It's an 11 megawatt plant that is under construction.
When did it start, the construction?
The construction started in 2016.
Who's providing it?
The project is co-funded by BADEA, that is Arab Bank for Development in Africa, and OPEC Fund. And that project is awarded to a consortium comprising of GTG and Dosan of South Korea. Yeah. The other project is a 20 megawatts plant. That is the second phase of, yes, 20 megawatts. That's the second phase of the project that I earlier on talked about, the Watsila unit. You know, I told you that that project was going to be implemented in phases. So the second phase is also funded by the Islamic Development Bank. And that one also is awarded to a consortium of Global Trading Group and a Korean company called STX. STX.
STX.
Yes.
When did that project start?
Actually, the implementation has just started. The implementation started, is it sometime in February?
Are you saying it's been commissioned? What do you mean by
No, not yet. I mean, the civil works are on.
The construction?
Construction is on.
Started February, which year?
Yeah, this year, February. The civil
February
works
2018.
are on. Yes, and the generators are already, our engineers were sent to witness the factory acceptance test just about 2 weeks ago. So, and
when was this contract awarded? This February 2018, at least the generator the 20 megawatt generator. When was the contract awarded?
The contract was awarded in 2016 also.
2016?
Yes.
Let's just go back to the 2016-11 generating set. Where is it located?
I don't know. I don't get you. At Kotu Power Station. Kotu Power Station. At Brikama.
Fatajo, yes. The first phase of the Wadzilla contract,
yeah.
You talked about the 9 megawatt generating set or plant at Brikama. Who provided that generating set?
The contract was awarded to Wadzilla, the manufacturer of the engine.
Why is the 20 megawatt generating set referred to as the second phase of Wadzilla?
No,
when it was awarded to GTG?
No, I'm not saying it's second phase. I mean, maybe that was. It's second phase of Brikama Power Project.
Funded by IDB?
Yes, funded by IDB.
Okay. So is it correct to say, Mr. Fatajo, that apart from the 9 megawatt generating set that was provided by Wadzilla in 2009, all generating sets from 2001 were provided by Global Trading Group or Global Trading Group, or at least the last two we are about to have, a consortium of Global Trading Group and another contractor?
That's correct.
We will go back to the 2000 and documents. I don't know whether you have written copies. In 2000, a list of that have been tested. Exhibit SC86 in 2001. The managing director was Mr. Bachi P. Balde.
Correct.
You are saying at that time you are generation manager.
No, I was actually, I was provincial services engineer. But then I was stationed in Kotu because provincial services was under power generation. And normally I deputize for the generation manager when he travels or otherwise.
Who was the generation manager?
Tijan Bahum.
Mr. Tijan Bahum, is he around?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you involved in the contract for these generators?
Yes, to some extent.
What is the extent to which you were involved?
At that time, we were actually responsible for the operations, so we were not actually involved in the actual implementation or management of the contract. But from time to time, of course, for transfer of know-how in terms of, we were involved, especially, for instance, when there was the witnessing of the factory acceptance tests. One of them I attended. The other two were attended by two of my colleagues, together with the generation manager and the then independent power producers manager, Mr. Ndour.
Were you involved in the negotiation of the contract?
No.
Do you know how the contract was negotiated?
No, I cannot say much about that, but I know that the contract was negotiated on the basis of the FIDIC conditions, according to the records that...
on the basis of what?
FIDIC-based contract.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
FIDIC-based contract.
FIDIC?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to show you these documents that you have provided. FIDIC, F-I-D-I-C, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
You mean the conditions of a contract?
Yes, the conditions of contract.
Well, you have not provided any, I'll show you the documents you have provided. I haven't seen any FIDIC template among the documents that you have shown us, but I'll give them back to you so that you can go through. Do you have a set of documents? Mr. Fatajo?
Yes. Yes, I have.
You made a copy for yourself?
Yes.
Let me just give you the one. You can confirm, and we will tender the one you have, then give it back to you to answer questions. Can you confirm that we are talking about the contract dated 19 January 2001? 2001, between Global Trading Group, NV,
yes, ma'am,
and National Water and Electricity Company Limited?
Yes.
Okay. And the contract was signed. Can you tell us who signed the contract? On behalf of Global Trading Group, and who signed on behalf of NAWEC?
On behalf of Global Trading Group, it was Mohamed Bazi, and witnessed by Amadou Samba. On the side of NAWEC, it was signed by Bachi Balde and witnessed by Permanent Secretary, Office of the President, Permanent Secretary, Department of State for Finance and Economic Affairs, and Central Bank of the Gambia.
Okay. Now, this contract is, can you also confirm that it has 17 clauses, the contract that you're looking at?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. You said it was based on FIDIC, but this contract is not based on FIDIC.
Sorry, it's a mistake. I have another
That's a mistake.
contract.
Okay, we'll come to that. The contract that you have, is it the
That one-
transmission contract you're talking about?
Transmission, yes, transmission.
Okay, but this contract is not based on FIDIC, is that correct?
No, yeah.
Just for the
it's
record?
Yeah.
All right. You also have provided some documents. Could you just go through the documents that you have provided before I apply to tender them relating to the commissioning of the engines? Is that correct? You provided a, can I give you back my lot first?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Just confirm that you provided those documents.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You
yes,
provided those
yes.
documents. Can I have them back? So can you prepare your own lot and tell us what these documents are that you provided so that we can apply to have them tendered? Mr. Patajo, before we do that, the contract does provide in clause 1 for the provision of 3 brand new diesel 6 megawatt generating sets.
Yes.
The words brand new are actually used.
Pardon?
The words brand new are actually used. The words brand new.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And the total price, looking at clause 3. Clause 3
Yes.
would be 15,686,000 United States dollars
That's correct.
for a total of 18 megawatts.
That's correct.
All right, thank you. Now, these documents that you have given us, can you just go through each of them? Not go through, just name each of them so that we'll take it from you.
Yeah, we have the agreement.
Yes.
We also have a summarized scope of supply.
Summarized.
Scope of supply.
What is the date? If it's not dated, state so.
The only data I have is on the last page. That is the implementation schedule of that by one of the guys who is on the 9th of February 2001.
Okay. So what is this document?
This document actually gives you the bill of quantities of the equipment that were to be supplied under phase 1 of the project.
Okay, where did you say the date was? I can't find the date.
The last page. You have 9th of February 2001 at the bottom.
Whose signature is this? T. Jahin, project manager. Who was he?
T.
Jahin, project manager.
Yeah, he's the project manager for the subcontractor of GTG, which is IMM. He's called Terry Jahin.
subcontractor, what role did what were they subcontracted to do?
They were the ones who actually implemented, did the construction of the plant.
This document, which you call summarized scope of supply, was not endorsed by NAWEC. It was signed on behalf of GTG.
I don't know, because as I said, I was not a party to this. These are documents that I was able to find through the files.
Mr. Fatajo, you don't have to be a party to confirm that it was only signed by one party. Can you confirm, please?
Yeah, the initials were done by one person, but I can actually see some of the comments that were on that document.
What about the comments?
Huh?
What about the comments?
Yeah, the comments were done by a member of the NAWEC team.
Who?
Late Mr. Ndur.
Yeah, but the document was not endorsed on behalf of NAWEC. I just want you to confirm that.
Yeah, it's not.
Is that correct, Mr. Fatajo?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to the next document.
The next document is the minutes of meeting.
Again, it says minutes of meeting, but it's correct, is it not, that also these were endorsed by the project manager, T. Jahin?
Yes.
I do not find any signature on behalf of NAWEC on the document.
On the first page, if you look at it, you see the initial of Mr. Ndur.
On the first page?
Yes.
Where is the initial?
On top.
Okay. Which of them is Mr. Ndur's initials?
The one on top.
Okay. And what is that date?
Seems to be 21st of the 21st of June 2001.
If you don't know, that's fine.
It's not very clear.
It's not clear. All right, you are saying that that initial is Mr. Ndur.
Yes.
Although at the end it was Mr. Jahin who wrote his name.
Yes.
All right. As project manager. Okay, let's go to the other document. Just take us through quickly so we know what documents you are tendering in relation to this contract.
Yeah, this one was, you know, when the contract was signed, the contractor was asked to give references of the projects that were implemented. And one of the countries that they cited was Mali. Then a team was sent by management to go and on a visit.
To Mali?
To Mali, yes.
Okay, but these minutes are, was it just technical minutes of a meeting held on the 7th, 8th, and 9th February 2001 at NAWEC, between NAWEC and Global Trading Group. Is that correct?
Which one? Maybe we are looking at a different document.
The document that you said was initialed by Mr. Bahum.
The minutes, the technical minutes of meeting, you mean?
Yes.
I don't quite understand what you want to say.
You were talking about a visit to Mali.
Yeah, that's the next one.
I thought
we are done with it.
Very well. That's the next document.
Yes.
Okay. And this was the report of those who visited Mali?
Yes.
That's Mr. Bakari Kante, Mr. Babukar Fall, and Mr. Mukhtar Ba.
Yes.
Where are these gentlemen? Are they still with NAWEC?
Two of them are with NAWEC.
Which two?
Bakari Kante and Babukar Fall.
What position does Bakari Kante hold?
He's the Provincial Operations Director.
Mukhtar Ba?
Mukhtar is no longer with us.
So Babukar Fall is the
Babukar
one?
is the Power Generation Director now.
Right. Then the next document
is the report of the factory test of generator number 4.
Okay. Dated 1st June 2001, signed by T.W. Bahum.
Tijan Bahum, yes, but if you look at the report, it was signed by the
There is another signature in which you are also included. Tijan Bahum, Baba Fatajo, Abdullah S. Nur.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes.
The document called technical specifications, these were your documents? These were attached at the time?
The technical?
The document attached after your signatures. The technical specification.
Yes.
Do they form part of the document?
Yes, yes.
Okay, next document, please.
This one was this one also was factory test report for the second phase of the project. That is G7 and G8.
The second phase of the project.
Yes.
That is the second 2 6-megawatt generators.
Yes.
Okay. Which was provided, it seems, in September 2000, which supplied in 2002.
Yes.
Right. So the rest of all the documents that you have submitted to us, just to maybe expedite the process.
Yeah, the next one also is a report from an independent consultant that was hired by NAWEC, Lamaya International, to lead the team of engineers from NAWEC in the witnessing of those tests.
Okay,
So
can you repeat the name for the record so the records can get it?
Lamaya International was hired to...
Okay, Lamaya International.
Yes.
All right, spell it, please.
Lahmeyer.
Okay. Could you put together the documents from Lamaya International? I believe there are 2 of them. Or is it one? I think there is one. The other one is on site. There is a document, requested information on the 3 by 6 megawatt Dutch generators.
Yes.
There is an endorsement on the first page. Is that Mr. Bahum?
No, late Mr. Ndur.
Mr. Ndur?
Yes.
Who was Mr. Ndur?
He was independent power IPP manager.
This document is about the generator that was supplied in 2001.
Yeah, actually it was a synopsis of the generators and the status of them.
Right, so,
It was some
Mr.
sort of...
Mr. Patajo,
Yes.
go ahead, yes.
I said it was a synopsis of the generators when they started operating up to a certain period, and then from installation to commercial operation, and the
Right.
number of hours that they ran.
All right, thank you. The next document signed by Mr. Holwick, project manager. What is that document about?
By who?
The next document signed by Mr. Holwick, project manager, and dated 2001 June, 6 June 2001. What is that document?
Mr. Holbeck.
If you can't find it, it's fine. Just let's go on. You have a document signed by Mr. Holwick, but if is it Lamia International?
Lamia International.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also one of... That one I haven't seen.
It's part of his report.
Mr. Holbeck, yeah. I think I explained that one.
All right, thank you. The next one.
I explained that, he's the representative of Lamia who
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. We can move on. You have two documents in NAWEC headed on NAWEC letterhead signed by Tijan Wali Bahum, Generation Manager, entitled the NAWEC GTG Agreement for Generation Expansion Project, Provisional Takeover Certificate, dated 5th February 2000. The first one is dated 18 October 2001.
Yes.
And 5th February 2002.
Yes.
Now, it is correct that the one dated 18 October 2001 refers to the 6
Yeah,
megawatt,
the first phase.
and the second one, the second 6 megawatt generating set.
Yes.
Okay. Can you confirm that the rest of the documents all relate to the first 6 megawatt generating set and the second 2 6 megawatt generating sets?
No, I think it's a duplication. This one is the same, I think.
Whatever is a duplication, take it out. Whatever is a duplication, you can take it out, please. Because we are going to tender your bundle.
Yeah, there are two there, but it's the same actually.
If it's the same, remove one.
One, yeah.
Yes. So my question is the rest of the bundle. I just want to save time. The rest of the documents, do they all relate to the 3 generating sets? The one that was provided in 2001 and the 2 that were provided in 2002?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Can you collect the documents, please? Please remove the document that was duplicated. All right. Mr. Patijo, the allegation before this commission is that the generating sets that were supplied in 2001 and 2002 were reconditioned generators and not brand new ones, as stated in the agreement. What do you say to that? Or if anything?
Well, I think that is easy to verify because the engines they have, in that list, you have the engine serial numbers and the mark, and you can independently verify that through the manufacturer of the engines. Once you are able to give those details, they will be able to tell you when they were manufactured.
That's your answer?
Yes.
All right. Now, you went to Germany.
Yes.
So when you went to Germany with Mr. Bahum, the three of you, and there is a report among these documents that at the time the engines were on the factory floor.
Yes.
All right, okay. Giving your answer, then we will, of course, investigate the age of the generators. Mr. Chairman, may I apply to have admitted an agreement for the supply of generator sets by and between Global Trading Group and National Water and Electricity Company Limited, NAWEC, dated 19th January 2001, together with a bundle of documents, all relating to the 3 generating sets, provided by Global Trading Group.
agreement for the supply of 3 generators sets dated 19th January 2001 and made between Global Trading Group, GTG, NV, and NAWEC, plus a bundle of related documents marked SC87.
SC87. Thank you. Mr. Patajo,
Yes.
were you in any way at the time involved in the financing arrangements for these generators?
Not in any way.
All right, just to confirm that. Now, in 2000,
What was the question? He said
were
not in
you
any way.
involved in the financing arrangements for these generators? He says no. Now, before we go on to the next generators, that is the 2005, in 2002, or 2001, 2002, NAWEC entered into an agreement with Global Trading Group, according to the evidence, for the transmission and distribution network for Greater Banjul area.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you have the contracts?
Yes, I have.
Now, you had provided a contract attached to which are letters by Mr. Mustafa Kaur. Is that a document that you have?
The what?
I'll show you the documents that NAWEC had previously provided.
Okay.
And just confirm whether these are the contracts for the transmission network for Greater Banjul area.
Yes, ma'am.
There are some letters that don't form part of the contract, I believe. These are letters written by the then Managing Director, Mr. Mustafa Kaur. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Can I have the bundle of documents? Were you involved in these contracts?
No.
You did not play any part in on the technical side in terms of implementation or execution of the works?
No, because at the time I was not in those committees. I was basically dealing with the operations.
Okay. I would like you to confirm that this is an agreement that is dated 1st August 2002 between Global Trading Group and NAWEC signed by a signature page to mine. Can I see your copy, your own copy? Does it have a signature page?
No, unfortunately, I don't have that one.
Can I look at the copy that you have? I'm not okay, on it. What you have given me is, looks like the FIDIC-based contract between Global Trading Group. This is the terms and conditions of the contract itself. Do you have
No, I don't have it with me here.
Sorry. Just a moment, Mr. Kaur. Okay, we'll tender your copy. We'll also tender the bundle of documents that I showed you from Mr. Mustafa Kaur. Can you give this document to the witness so he can answer some questions? Is it correct that the purchase price for the works was $14,855,294.63? $14,855,294.63. Document.
Sorry, Council.
I don't
We'll
have
have to
that copy
rise.
with me.
Sorry. We'll rise. We'll be back at 2:30.